It's not the first time Sri Lanka's Muslim community has faced a crackdown on face coverings. After the bombings in April 2019, the government imposed a temporary emergency ban. Now it's moving to reintroduce it on a permanent basis.
Yesterday I signed a cabinet paper to ban the burqa. It affects our national security directly. In our early days, Muslim women and girls never wore the burqa. It's a sign of religious extremism that came about recently. We are definitely going to ban it.
While a burqa covers the entire body with mesh to see out of, it's often used as a collective term for face coverings in general. It's not the only measure under consideration. The minister said the government plans to ban more than 1,000 Islamic schools that he said were flouting national education policy. The moves against face coverings and madrasas follow an order last year making the cremation of COVID-19 victims mandatory against the wishes of Muslims who bury their dead. The ban has recently been lifted, but human rights groups say the Muslim community is being targeted.
It's part of Islamophobic reaction in Sri Lanka. They just lifted the ban on burial. Compulsory cremation policy was revised, and now we hear so many other measures to some form of punishing the Muslim community.
The Easter Sunday bombings killed more than 260 people and injured 500 others, shattering a decade of relative peace in a country still reeling from a 25-year civil war. Two local groups that had pledged allegiance to the so-called Islamic State have been blamed for the attacks. There's since been ongoing tension between Muslims and the majority Sinhalese, mostly Buddhists, who make up more than 70% of the population. Muslims make up just under 10%. Almost 2 years on from the attacks, a presidential commission of inquiry is still investigating, in particular why warnings were ignored. Nick Wells,